Hi, Christine Trumbull with Pinnacle Exit Group. Dealing with family businesses certainly has its challenges, but it can also be very rewarding. But transferring a business to the next generation is not a sure thing. There are benefits and there are challenges to this transfer. Most family businesses assume that they're going to transfer the business to the next generation. However, it should not be assumed, as it's not the only option and sometimes not even the right option. So today I'm going to talk about the benefits of these transfers by these owners and who wish to pass a business to the next generation. I'm going to do another video on the challenges, but today we're just going to talk about the benefits. The first one I talk about is financial security. If you properly structure the transfer of your business, you can receive the amount of income that you need and or want during and after the exit, even if the business value doesn't justify that amount of money. And you can design the transfer so that you, the owner, retains control of your business during this buyout period and until you receive all the money that you want and need. The next benefit is time. If the owner doesn't want to leave the business today, because at a sale, to a third party today, generally, unless you create some sort of contract where you stay on for, a few years, generally, you sell, you leave. And now you've spent the last 20, 30, 40 years doing something every single day that's very challenging and rewarding. And now all of a sudden you have to stop. So by transferring ownership to the children, it gives you time. You can structure this transfer to the kids so that it takes 5 to 10 years, depending on your goals, the abilities of the kids to take over, and the readiness of the business. The length of the exit plan gives you, the owner, time to slow down, develop all of those other interests. Maybe you do want to go spend all day on the golf course, and prepare yourself and your business for life after the sale. It also gives the owners time to collect income from salaries, continued salary, perks, distributions, all while maintaining control. Then the next one is taxes. Really quick. Using a strategy that is unique to family transfers, you can minimize and often avoid the income taxes on the transfers of ownership to a family member. That's a big deal. And then another one benefit is that the values-based goals. Owners often choose to transfer their businesses to kids because if done correctly, it achieves many of your values-based goals, such as continuing that joy and satisfaction that you get from working with your kids during and after ownership. Now, that's not always the case, but with a lot of family businesses, they do enjoy actually working together. Offering your kids greater employment and financial opportunities that they're probably not going to get outside of the business, and then maintaining the business as that glue that holds the family together. Again, not always the case, but often. And then fulfilling the expectations of the kids that have been working in the business, that they grew up in the business, they know the business, and they want to stay in the business and eventually run it. And then you also get to reap a considerable and justifiable satisfaction from family traditions and values that benefit the family, as well as the employees, the customers, and the community at large. And then finally, the last benefit I want to talk about is you have a known successor. When the successor owner is your children or child, rather than a third party, you, the owner, is going to know all about their honesty, their work ethic, their leadership, and their management skills. You don't know that with a third party. You know that this baby that you've created over the past several decades is going to someone who is very much like you, and hopefully going to continue the business in the same direction with the same values. I hope this was helpful. This is Christine Trumbull, and I am here to help you master your exit strategy. Bye.